Welcome to Studio D on the campus of the University of Oklahoma. This is Sooner Sports Pad. Now, here's your host, Allison Gappa.
Welcome to Sooner Sports Pad. I'm Allison Gappa alongside Matt McCullock and Taylor Newcomb.
We have such a great show tonight. Allison, we can get started.
We can get started right now. Coming up, we've got Chuka and Ndulue in studio. We'll talk with him later on.
And later, the soccer team is off to another hot start, but it's no fluke. We'll take a closer look at a program on the rise.
And in Face Off, Matt and I will tell you our top teams in NCAA football.
But first up, it was a wild weekend in college football. 11 teams in the top 25 were upset. Oklahoma was one of 5 teams in the top 8 to go down. TCU slid past the Sooners 37-33. Taylor, what did you take away from this game?
You know, a bunch of people are grabbing their torches and pitchforks and asking for Trevor Knight's head. But think about it like this. Trevor Knight was 14 for 36, and that's not great percentage-wise, but he still had a lot of success with the deep pass. He threw for over 300 yards. He hit Sterling Shepard deep more than once, and my personal favorite play of the game was that hand-to-face mask catch by Deron Neal for 41 yards and the first down at the end of the first half. So I'm not saying that Trevor Knight was perfect, but there's still a silver lining there, and Sooner fans shouldn't count him out just yet.
OU running back Samaje Perine ran in 3 touchdowns for the second straight game, but the OU only had 150 yards on the ground. Coach Stoops said earlier today that the running game is inconsistent. Matt, what do you take away from this?
Yeah, well, TCU has built a reputation over the years of having a pretty stout defense, one that is very good at stopping the run. Since 2000, the Horned Frogs have statistically had the best run defense in the country. The Sooners still managed to rack up 152 yards on the ground, but they were tough yards. Samaje Perine led the team with 87 yards on 25 attempts, a big decline from his performance against West Virginia. You know, when a team is averaging only 3.8 yards per rush, it's going to be really hard to win a game.
Well, a high point for the Sooners this week is their offensive MVP. Taylor, who gets it?
Well, like I was talking about before, Sterling Shepard had a huge game, and although he said he didn't feel like he played great, he had 7 catches for 215 yards, which is actually his best this season. Plus, he was just 2 yards away from tying Ryan Broyles' program record for receiving yards in one game. So even though the total outcome wasn't what the Sooners wanted it to be, obviously, keep your head up, Shep, because you still had an awesome game.
Matt, who gets it on defense?
Well, the defense had its struggles against TCU, but Jordan Evans gets the nod for me. Evans had 10 total tackles, 8 of which were solo, 2 were assisted. Evans also had that interception in the second quarter that led to an OU score to tie things up at 21 and keep things close before half. So pretty clutch.
Another clutch player, it's Julian Wilson. We caught up with the cornerback in this week's Spotlight on how you bounce back from TCU.
Yeah, you can never do that. It's a long season, like we said last year when we lost our first game. It's a long season. You just got to keep working and stay positive. I feel like we have a great group of guys that isn't going to let this one game define us.
Well, now that you've had a chance to reflect over the weekend, what was it about the TCU offense that made them so hard to defend?
I mean, really, they just went out there and made more plays than we did. And at the end of the day, I know in the secondary we feel we needed to pick our game up after that game. On third downs, we need to be able to get off the field. Just little things like that, things that we can fix. But hats off to TCU. They went out there and executed a good game plan and came out with the victory.
Well, it's finally here, the Red River Shootout, something we've all been waiting for. The Longhorns' record isn't very good, but they still have a lot of talent. What are you guys doing this week to prepare for Tyrone Swoops and the Horns?
Really just having to prepare the same way we do for everybody else. We know when we play Texas down in the Cotton Bowl, they're going to give us their best shot, and you've seen that last year. So really we have to go in there, dial in on their formations and what they're going to do and just go out there and play.
Well, one of those guys to watch is receiver John Harris. He's been an absolute workhorse for the Longhorns this season. Does he pose a major threat to you and the secondary, and how are you going to attack him?
They have a great group of receivers, Shipley too. So really, we just got to get out there and cover and just cover. That's it. I mean, at the end of the day, and as a corner, my job is to cover. So really, that's all you can think about.
Well, OU Texas, it's an absolute spectacle. This is going to be your last one. What do you love most about the rivalry?
I mean, just the atmosphere there. Coming down the tunnel, seeing how the fans are split, the fair, the whole atmosphere. It's just a crazy weekend for college football.
Well, a team that did beat TCU this past week, Taylor, it's the OU volleyball team.
That's right. Allison volleyball swept TCU this past Wednesday and also gave Coach Santiago Restrepo his 200th win with the Sooners. Sophomore outside hitter Madison Ward, who's also the Big 12 Player of the Week this week, had a double-double with 18 kills and 11 digs and helped improve the Sooners' overall record to 11-4. Plus, they're still undefeated in the Big 12. So if you're needing a little Horned Frog revenge, there you have it. Matt, soccer this weekend. Tell me what happened.
Yes, well, it was another gritty performance for the soccer team this weekend, but they escaped number 10 Texas Tech in extra time on Friday. Goalie Caitlin Farner contained the high-octane Tech offense with 6 saves. The lone goal came in the second overtime period off the foot of Devin Barrett. The Sooners then capped off the weekend with another shutout, beating Iowa State 1-0. So 2 wins, 2 shutouts. It was Oklahoma's first 2-0 start in conference play since 2005.
Very nice.
Very nice.
And the OU rowing team came out strong at the head of the Oklahoma this weekend in OKC. They started out the day with the Collegiate 8, which had 16 total participants. Oklahoma A came in second right behind USC, and Oklahoma B came in 5th. So 2 really solid team performances there. The Sooners then moved on to the Collegiate 4, where they wrapped up 2 more top 5 finishes. This time, Oklahoma A came in just 5 seconds after USC.
Well, super close finish for Oklahoma A once again. Oklahoma B, however, rounded out the top 5, finishing just 2 short seconds behind Tulsa. The Novice 8 closed out the final event of the afternoon. OU's 3 novice teams finished 5th, 7th, and 13th, respectively. Then under the lights, the Oklahoma A and B boats finished 2nd and 3rd in the 500-meter sprints. The rowing team will compete next at the head of the Colorado in Austin, Texas, oddly enough. Yeah, on October 25th. I don't get
it, but whatever.
I don't see this in later.
Well, don't go anywhere, because coming up next in Face Off, we're going to debate who should be in the top 4 in college football. Stay with us. Welcome back to Sooner Sports Pad. It's now time for Face Off, where we debate hot topics. And here we go. First question with many upsets in week 6 of college football. Who is in your top 4? Taylor, you're up first.
I'm going to go Florida State 1, Auburn 2, Ole Miss 3, and Baylor 4. And honestly, I debated about Ole Miss and Baylor, but it just comes down to who these 2 teams have played. Baylor hasn't really played anybody, and Ole Miss just beat Bama. I would put Auburn in front of Florida State for the same reasons, but Florida State's the undefeated number 1, so realistically, you can't move them from there.
Well, things were definitely shaken up on Saturday. I have Auburn 1, Mississippi State 2, Florida State 3, and Baylor 4. Florida State is not the best team in the country to me. Mississippi State has a really good quarterback in Dak Prescott. He only has 2 interceptions on the year. His team is rolling right now. Auburn, they get my top spot. They have a really good passing and running game with Nick Marshall. And then Baylor, they round out the rest of the group. Bryce Petty is good, but he was held to only 111 yards against UT. So watch out. All
right, what does OU need to revamp before playing Texas on Saturday?
I think the thing that stumped me the most from this last weekend was play calling. I'm not trying to blame the entire loss on any one thing, but I just could not understand what Coach Heupel was doing, especially in the second half. It felt like the offense was either going to run it every down or pass it every down, because heaven forbid, they confuse the defense. They don't know what they're going to do. This is especially unacceptable when the team has running backs like they have and a receiver like Sterling Shepard. It's not like they're really hurting in either one of those areas.
Well, for me, Trevor Knight needs to improve on making better throws. Now, he's coming off his worst performance as a Sooner on Saturday. He only completed 40% of all of his passes. He also threw 2 picks, including that costly pick six.
Yeah.
Pick 6. If the Sooners want to get back into playoff contention, it starts with Trevor Knight. He has to start making better throws.
All right, what is your favorite OU Texas tradition?
Well, there's really nothing like having a corny dog at 8 a.m. on a Saturday morning. So besides the game itself, I'm going to go with food. That's right. You've got the fried grilled cheese. You've got the hamburgers with donuts as the bun. And sure, you can feel your arteries clogging while you're eating them. But last year, when OU lost, which I don't think is going to happen again this year, fried Oreos really did make me feel better.
Did it?
Yeah,
well, my favorite part is walking into the stadium and seeing the split colors down at midfield. It's something that's so unique to this rivalry. You got the burnt orange on one side and the OU crimson clad on the other side. All the fans are right there jarring at each other. The end zones, look at that. It's just packed. It's a complete bowl. Looks impossible. play in, with the fans yelling
does.
the whole game, all 4 quarters. It's truly something special. It's been my favorite tradition from the
Okay. All right, well, it's now time to pick our face-off winner, and I'm turning to our very lively crew. Guys, make noise for whoever you think won. Is it Taylor? That's pretty good. Or is it Matt? All right, Matt, I think you won this one. Good job. Congrats. Speaking of picking winners, Katy Perry was on the College Game Day set making some pretty bold predictions, and when it got to the OU-TCU game, here's what the singer had to say.
Based on looks. Trevor Knight, you hear me?
Uh-oh.
The quarterback for Oklahoma, we don't mind, so I'm going to go with him.
Okay. She got the Sooners. She got the Sooners.
Trevor Knight, call me.
Wow. All right. His life just changed forever. Exactly.
Well, after College Game Day, Trevor Knight's older brother, Tyler, tweeted out, Katy Perry, what about Trevor Knight's brother? # almost the same. Trevor did say earlier today he's not sure if he's going to call Katy Perry. Coming up next, we'll take a look at this OU soccer success. We're also going to talk to defensive tackle Chuka Ndulue. Stay with us.
Special thanks to our cornerstone television partners, Chesapeake Energy, Riverwind Resort, Anheuser-Busch, OU Outreach, OU Alumni Association, OU Medicine, and the OU President's Associates.
Welcome back to Sooner Sports Pad. OU women's soccer jumped out to their best start since 2005. And as Elizabeth Flores reports, head coach Matt Potter's vision for the program is taking shape right on time.
Great stop here. Can Dempsey score? The U.S. ahead! Incredible!
This summer's World Cup captured the attention of many people who had previously not been avid soccer fans. Soccer has had its spike of popularity in the United States, but has never really captured our nation's attention. Much the same can be said about the University of Oklahoma women's soccer team. They too have had their ups and downs. But head coach Matt Potter sees his vision of this team's potential taking shape in his 3rd season on campus.
The work started from the minute we got here, and the players that have been here the whole time, they could tell you that it's been a progressive improvement throughout the course of time. Last year the results just weren't with us, and the soccer gods, if you like, weren't on our side. This year we're getting the reward of a solid foundation and a great work ethic across the board within our players.
Potter's sole focus for this program is positioning OU women's soccer as one of the nation's elite. He has led the Sooners to 3 straight appearances in the Big 12 tournament, a first in program history.
He's done an awesome job with all the girls. He knows who to bring in, and he's bringing in the right kind of players. And he's very smart with what he's doing. From the beginning, he knew that it was going to be a challenge to try and turn the program around, but he's obviously doing an amazing job. I think this is our first year to actually show on paper that we're changing the program around, but last year and the year before was definitely a great start, it just didn't show.
Matt has done a good job in building relationships with all of the girls, not the ones who are on the field playing 90 minutes a game, but he has a way of reaching out to people and just kind of fostering that relationship, and it makes you want to play for him. And I think that it might have been missing in the previous years, and I think that's why we're doing so well. We put in a lot of hard work over the summer, and it's just kind of showing.
The Sooners have already began the season to an impressive start, taking down number 6 Florida and making top 20 rankings for the first time since October of 2008. With the hard work and dedication of not only the girls that make up this team, but the coaching staff, this team is well off to becoming one of the nation's most collegiate soccer teams. Elizabeth Flores, Sooner Sports Pad.
Thanks, Elizabeth. You can catch the OU soccer team in action this Friday at 7. You can also catch it live on Sooner Sports TV. Also in action this weekend, it's OU football. They're playing Texas. Matt and Taylor are now joined by defensive tackle Chuka Ndulue. Guys.
Can't even hear you.
Thanks for being here.
There we go. No, I can hear you. Oh, yeah. So it's pretty bold over there.
Yeah, they're doing good. Well, like she said, OU Texas this weekend. This is going to be your 4th appearance The environment's unlike any other. What are some of the things that, advice that you're giving to the younger guys on the team?
First of all, don't let the moment be too big for you. That's the first thing. It's going to be loud. It's going to be rowdy. It's not a home game. It's not an away game. It's just a world of its own. So you just got to get out there and enjoy it.
Well, you're from Dallas, obviously. You went to Jesuit. Are you expecting a big Chuka fan base this weekend at the game?
Well, this is like where all my close friends are not my friends anymore. I managed to turn my best friend into an OU fan because he's been to more OU games and he's been to SMU. So, but all the text messages are already coming in, like you're ready to lose and whatnot. So it's gonna be fun.
Well, you guys still have a lot of big games left to play. You guys have Baylor here at home. What do you have to say to the fans who are maybe worried about OU making the playoff this year?
We can't get ahead of ourselves. We got to take them one game at a time. We got Texas next. We got to focus on that, and then just go to the next game after. Just taking one game at a time, and everything will just play itself out.
Switching gears a little bit, we hear that you used to be a pretty big soccer player. If OU had a men's team, would you be tempted to go out for it?
Nah.
Not at all? Not at all?
I just do it for fun now. So I just go to intramural fields for about 45 minutes. I was a striker about 100 pounds ago.
About 100 pounds. Were you the same height then?
5'11", 5'10". I was about a year.
So you really
my dad's genes kicked in, and I just took off from there.
Well, you speak 3 languages. Do you ever trash talk your opponents?
No, I'm a quiet cat. Honestly, I don't really talk much when I'm on the field. I just try to focus on my keys. Yeah, exactly.
You could get away with it.
I could, I really could. My friends actually kind of catch me sometimes when I get really mad and say some words that can't be translated. You probably wouldn't want to know what I'm saying. So.
Well, OU kind of has a reputation of guys with really stylish hairdos. Kenny Stills, now Zach Sanchez. Do you have any plans for your upcoming hairstyle or anything like that?
I just want a King Leonidas beard.
Okay.
That's really all I want. No, I don't have any stylish hair plans coming soon.
So no blonde?
No.
Not gonna bleach it, no dreads, nothing?
King Leonidas. That's it. Just a full beard, just something
sweet. Think it'd be intimidating,
No, I just like, when you're sitting down, just sitting there, you might be thinking about food and just ripping your people think you have some profound thoughts going on. I'm just thinking about food, but it looks good when I'm doing this.
Thinking about food. Well, Allison, I hear you have a question for me.
I was just wondering, would you call Katy Perry?
No, I'm good.
No, you're good. Not even tempted. Okay, coming up, and we're about to play Sooner Sports Pad Challenge. We're going to see this OU sports charades. It's going to be a fun one. Stay with us. Woo! Welcome back to Sooner Sports Pad. Coming up this week on Sooner Sports TV, OU Soccer is taking on Baylor Friday night at 7, OU Texas pregame show. Sooner Sports Game Day starting at 10 on Saturday and leading you up to kickoff. And Sunday, soccer takes on TCU at 1. Check your local listings for a complete schedule or head over to Soonersports.tv. It's now time for this week's Sooner Sports Pad Challenge. I've got defensive tackle Chuka Ndulue. He's been joining us all show long, and now we're about to play OU Sports Charades. Matt, Taylor, how does it work?
Charades, typical charades. We're acting out whatever you tell us to do, Allison. We're going to do it. I'm on Chuka's team.
Me and Reagan on a team over here.
Reagan from the Sports Pad crew helping us out. Here we go. Chuka, you're going to be up first.
Oh.
Okay.
No pressure.
Here's your first thing.
Wait. How does charades go?
You act it out. Who's acting it out?
Oh.
And she's going to guess what it is. And I'm going to guess what it is.
Okay, one more time.
Really? That's kind of easy.
I know.
Yeah, do it. You got it. Basketball.
Oh my gosh. He's a pro. He's a pro. You can have the easy one too.
Okay. It was fine. It was the warm-up.
Soccer.
Oh.
Okay. All right, he guessed soccer. Good job.
Oh, it's your turn? All right, word.
Okay, this is OU people. This is the category. OU people.
Oh, God. Someone baseball, a pitcher. I don't know.
Keep going. Keep going.
No idea.
Oh, no.
Can the other team do it?
She's flipping her hair.
Girl. Lauren.
Yep.
Chamberlain.
Good job. All right,
okay.
Reagan, your turn.
Yeah, Reagan, you're up. I don't know.
I was like, oh, God. I was like, I don't know any guys baseball players.
All right, we're still on people. What does this guy do? Show me. Show me.
Come on.
Yes, you can.
Yes,
You got to. You have to do it.
No, it's okay. Just act him out. What does he do? What sport does he play? Show me.
Okay.
All right.
Blake Griffin.
There you go. There you go. Good job.
All right.
Okay.
You're acting out. Come on, people.
I got you.
We're on sports now.
Okay.
Oh, can't even get down.
Track?
There. Perfect.
All right. Good job.
Yeah.
She's reading his mind or something. It's fine.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Oh, yeah, okay.
He guessed football. Good job.
Football. Oh.
Okay, we are on OU people.
Okay. Okay.
Basketball player.
I know.
Writing
I know
plays.
this one.
Oh, Miss Coach Sherry Cole.
Yeah.
I really don't know people.
Masculine.
Oh, Lon Kruger.
Yes. Good
All
job.
right, there you go. There
Okay.
you go. Basketball player?
It's a
coach?
person.
Basketball
Okay.
coach.
Yep.
Sherry Cole.
Good job, Matt.
Sherry Cole.
Okay.
That was easy because I just did it.
Hey, you know.
We're on sports.
Bowling.
No.
Come on.
Basket.
No.
Football.
Because
Yes.
we have bowling.
I was getting there. I don't need the
All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, easily.
Oh, easily. Okay.
There you go, Matt. Yes,
Good
sir.
job. He guessed golf. Good job.
Okay. Oh, okay.
We're back on people.
Oh, Honeycutt.
Yeah.
Honey. Okay.
Okay.
Football.
It was football and then a
Okay, I
kicker.
thought you were saying you threw
Okay.
it.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to catch us next week. We'll see you then. Oh, you